We're on the road with Mickey, we're gonna have some fun. Regardless of the rain or sun, our trip has just begun. So buckle up, let's go, we're about to start the show. And maybe if you like us, you'll see where else we'll go.
Hey everyone, I'm Mike, and she's Sophie,
And she's Brenda.
Hi, everyone.
and he's Grogu, rocking the house
So cute.
always. And
He's
we're on
happy
the
to
road
be
with
here.
Mickey. He's happy to be here.
He's happy to be here. Sorry
Okay,
I
good.
interrupted you.
That's okay. We're on the road with Mickey. Sometimes interruptions happen, and it's okay because
Yep.
we're all amateurs here. This is episode 195 for November 20th, 2023. You'd think with 195 episodes we'd turn pro, but I haven't gotten there yet. I'm still working on that.
Goals.
So,
Gotta have goals.
goals, yeah. And our goal this week is to celebrate Thanksgiving at Disney, even though none of us are going to be there on Thanksgiving at Disney.
True.
Well, we're
But
going to be close enough, Daddy.
we're going to be close, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. Yay.
So, anyway, that's our featured topic celebrating Thanksgiving at Disney. But first, Brenda did me a solid. She gave me some great cheddar because I didn't have time to put some in. So, Brenda, you start us off with the cheddar.
Well, I know it's no surprise to our listeners how much we love Dick Van Dyke around here. I'm looking at me. So I'm very happy to announce that television and film legend and Disney legend Dick Van Dyke will be honored in a CBS special airing next month on the network. Dick Van Dyke 98 Years of Magic will air on Thursday, December 21st, 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern Time on the CBS television network and streaming on Paramount Plus, both live and on demand on Paramount Plus. Yay!
Yay.
Mhm.
So, a Grammy, Emmy, and Tony Award winner, Dick Van Dyke has inspired generations of performers and will be honored for his contributions to the arts and entertainment. The tribute will travel back in time to the iconic set of The Dick Van Dyke Show and feature music and dancing, performances, special guests, and a special holiday number. The 2-hour tribute event will also showcase songs and archival footage from the best of this nearly full century career, encompassing Mary Poppins, Bye Bye Birdie, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and more. We love you, Dick Van
Wow.
Dyke. We can't wait to see this
Oh,
special.
I
Keep
know.
Oh my
rocking.
gosh. I'm
Yeah,
Keep rocking.
excited for it.
I am
Awesome.
too.
Me too.
Well, something I'm not quite as excited for is the bit of cheddar that I was left with. Let's just say these people wanted to make y'all laugh, and that's why I'm doing this at all. Is because I love you guys so much. But not only is there a Frozen 3 in the works now. We already have Frozen, we have Frozen 2, there's a Frozen 3 in the works, but Bob Iger recently announced that there is going to be a Frozen 4 as well. Daddy, we are not going to see either of these 9 times in the theaters.
How about one time in the theater each?
I will allow that.
Thank you.
That's fair. He'll have to go the other 8 times without you, doggone. I hope Cindy goes with him.
I'll be going to watch some other better Disney movie.
Okay.
Oh, sacrilege. Ooh.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
you.
we'll see. I've gotten kind of into that mode where I don't need to see Frozen movies 9 times anymore.
Good.
So there's that.
There you go.
Now, for me, unless you've been under a rock, which you could make that argument for me just about any day of the week. But anyway, you likely know that pickleball is all the rage around the US, and guests have asked Disney to help them in their efforts to travel healthily. Disney has listened, and you can now find 10 pickleball courts at Walt Disney World.
Wow.
Locations include Contemporary Resort, Animal Kingdom Villas in Kidani Village, Old Key West Resort, and the Disney Yacht and Beach Club resorts. That's pretty impressive that they have 10 pickleball courts.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's
Fun
great.
to be had. Fun to be had. Stay healthy while you're traveling.
exactly.
Don't
Exactly.
get enough walking in, we all know.
And if you have a huge pickleball fan who's not necessarily the biggest Disney fan, I don't know what is wrong with them, first of all. But if you have that kind of a clientele, maybe it's a husband and the mom and the kids want to go to Disney. Well, maybe they want to go play pickleball.
Yep.
And split the time a little bit. So,
That's right. It's
anyway,
not just golf anymore.
Not just golf, and there's always options. All right. Well, that is our cheddar, but we do have 2 teeny tiny little bits of listener feedback for our underappreciated lands. And I don't think this is a surprise at all because my wife, Cindy, silent partner, backstage manager, what's her
We don't
title
talk
for?
about Cindy.
Everything.
No,
Right.
no.
Right.
She's the one that makes any of this possible.
Exactly. But we are going to talk about her because she said Rafiki's Planet Watch. Who said Rafiki's Planet Watch?
You did.
You.
I did. Yep. She said, I think a lot of people miss out on the amazing research lab, the interactive animal petting section, the behind the scenes barns, because they don't take the time to ride the train over to the island or land. So that is,
I agree. They do miss
I think
out.
she's spot on, you know?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Chrissy said that underappreciated in her mind is Dinoland USA, which, you know, in a year or two to come,
Yeah.
it may not be underappreciated anymore
That's
based
right.
on the work
It
that's
won't
going to
be
happen.
Dino Land either.
That's true. All right. Well, that's our little bit of listener feedback. Thank you guys for your feedback, and I love hearing from our listeners. So
Yes. Thank you,
keep them
guys.
coming. We'll post it for Thanksgiving and see if we get any feedback for that.
Yeah.
But as everyone knows, or most everyone knows, it is American Thanksgiving this week. You know, our friends in Canada had Thanksgiving in October, so happy Thanksgiving to them.
Yep.
Mhm.
Today, we're taking a look at how we celebrate Thanksgiving at Disney. Where do we eat? What park are we in? Do we stay out of the parks? Inquiring minds want to know.
Hmm.
And we want to know also how you celebrate Thanksgiving at Disney. So
Yeah.
let us know in our Facebook group. And Brenda is starting us off this week. So
Oh, wow.
have at
Yeah.
it, Brenda.
Well, I have actually spent Thanksgiving many years at Walt Disney World because when my kids were young, we traveled off season. But when they got like, junior high, high school, their curriculum got harder. We didn't take them out of school. We went around the normal school holidays. So we spent Thanksgiving there many times.
Mm-hmm.
But we haven't done that in a while. We usually now travel either early November or early December, and we'll be there early December. I can't wait.
Can't
But
wait
thinking
either.
about it and thinking about what we used to do, and you know what? Thinking about how much of what we used to do is not there anymore. Like what's changed? Like especially Osborne Family Spectacle of Dancing Lights, which we can grieve that till the day I die. I'll be grieving it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's other great things too that you can do. And the main thing is that you have your family with you. So still a lot of fun. But for my made up Thanksgiving day at Disney for today's show, of course, it's all about the people. So
Mhm.
it's about being with my family. It's about being with other people in the parks that are like minded and love Disney, and the cast members who are working on their holiday to bring us magic. It's all about like just sharing joy and giving thanks for what gifts we have here in this country. So um, we would get up, we would first we're at Yacht Club. We're going to be staying at Disney's Yacht Club Resort. We're going to take the Skyliner to Hollywood Studios so I can ride in my famous dangling death trap, start off my day and get my adrenaline running.
Mm-hmm.
And at Hollywood Studios, we'll ride what we can, like maybe just our favorites. But to me, it's just like just being there, it's just being there. And I love it. So I just enjoy sitting around that park and people watching and, just being there. So that would be fun. And then we would have just quick service lunch probably, or I went back and forth. I thought we could either have a quick service lunch or we could dine at Hollywood and Vine. I think I settled on dining at Hollywood and Vine so that we could get to see, Minnie and Mickey and the gang. So we decided on that, Hollywood and Vine. And then we will go to the Trolley Car Cafe so I can grab a carrot cake cookie to go
Yes.
because we're going to be taking the Skyliner back to the yacht club because, of course, the Cowboys play at 3:30 this year. So we always have to watch the Cowboys game on Thanksgiving. So we'll be in our room watching that from 3:30 to probably 6-ish, 6:30. Then we're going to head to the Magic Kingdom because the Magic Kingdom is open till midnight. And we're just going to ride what we can, but enjoy just being around, watching the Dapper Dans and all the shows, and just enjoy being at Disney, the most magical place. It's so magical at Magic Kingdom, especially with all the decorations and everything, fireworks and the stage shows and all that. And that's it. We'll stay there and close the park down. Maybe we can get the kiss goodnight, which sometimes when we stay there late at night, we get it. Sometimes we don't, but we'll try for it before we head back to our resort.
Awesome.
That is
Awesome.
a great way to spend Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
Yep.
It's
Got to give thanks.
you've got to give thanks, and not just giving thanks to God for what He's given to us, but just as importantly, like you had said, giving thanks to the cast members who are there on their holiday to make sure that we have the magic that we have.
That's right.
And remember that when you're there, that they're there, and maybe they're scheduled for it, maybe they volunteered for it, maybe they weren't able to volunteer for it, maybe they had to be there. So remember that, and just remember how much kindness goes, how far it goes. Okay.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. Well, Sophie, you are next.
All right then. So I actually had a really hard time choosing exactly what I was going to do because there's the things that we've done for Thanksgiving at Disney that we've done multiple times. And that usually involves going to one of the reservation restaurants in the parks, either the Liberty Tree or the Diamond Horseshoe, or sometimes when we're in Epcot instead of the Magic Kingdom. I remember one year it was Akershus. I don't remember any other years that we did Thanksgiving at Epcot, but it was Akershus when I do. And I was like, that is fun and all, but I also really like to cook. And I maybe want to try my hand at it myself. So when
Okay.
Daddy mentioned that 3-bedroom villa in one of the resorts, I was like, okay, let's do that. But let's maybe lower the cost on that, make it more cost effective. So I am going to be going to the cabins at Fort Wilderness. They're not a deluxe villa, but they are a huge, huge thing, and they're moderately priced. You have the bedroom in the back, and you specifically have that full kitchen in there. And my dad and I were talking about this. We were talking about how I could even grill the turkey out there on the barbecue set, that the range grill or something that's on the deck that comes with the cabin. And my thought is, I can't be the only one who's thinking of doing this, right? Like, we've seen the way Fort Wilderness cabins look. People will go there and they will decorate for the holidays as if they're going to be there for months.
That's true.
And so I have this vision in my head. So we start out the day, we get ready, we maybe hop across to the Magic Kingdom, hop across the lake for some breakfast and stuff, but we're only there for the morning because after we've ridden our rides and we've gotten our cinnamon buns and our popcorn and our Diet Coke, we're going back to Fort Wilderness because we have a full refrigerator of groceries from Publix, of course, because Publix is everywhere in Florida and I love my Publix. And
Shameless plug, not here.
for those of you who don't know,
Special
I work
baked
for
goods.
a Publix. I work for a Publix, so that's why I'm being like that. Point is, we got a whole bunch of groceries in the fridge. We've got a turkey that we're going to bake in the oven because that's just what I feel most comfortable doing. We got the stuffing mix. We got mashed potatoes. Yukon Gold mashed potatoes are so good. Green beans, all that good stuff. We are making a classic Thanksgiving meal. And I have a feeling that because I'm not the only one who's thought of this, I had better not be, that there are going to be hundreds of people all around us because the cabins are literally cabins. They are neighbors to each other. They're going to be doing the exact same thing. And if they're not, then they are probably just ordering a pizza and calling it a day. But instead, because we're going to have so much food, it's going to be a huge amount of food, and there's no way we're going to finish it by the time the vacation is over. So we are actually assuming that all these people are outside their cabins, we're going to be like, hey, everybody who hears me, come on over. I've got Thanksgiving dinner for all of us.
Sweet.
And we are going to have it outside on our decks, filling up our plates and being like, this was amazing.
Nice.
There's going to be Edison lights everywhere because I've seen so many of those. There are going to be people with turkey inflatables. It's going to be great. And to finish it all off, we're going to have an apple pie and a pumpkin pie because there are just some of us like me who don't like pumpkin pie. My dad is one of them who does, and so he can have as much as he wants as long as he shares it with the neighbors.
Of course.
Nice.
All right.
All
Are you
right.
going to do a carriage ride there after that?
I actually did not know about that, so I'm going to say yes.
Be a
Now
lot
that
of
you
fun.
mentioned it. Yes.
And
Yeah.
maybe some hot cocoa while you're on the ride.
Ooh, I agree with that. And then maybe if there's still time, we can go up to the port or the pier where the boats take us back to the Magic Kingdom
To see the
and maybe
fireworks.
catch a glimpse of the fireworks.
Exactly.
That sounds lovely.
It does.
If you
Just-
ever actually do that, let me know because I want to rent the cabin right next door to you.
Absolutely. I would be making sure to get you a full plate. In fact, maybe you would even be staying in the cabin with us.
That would be just wonderful to share Thanksgiving
Mhm.
with you guys.
Yes,
Yeah.
because it sleeps six people. So there's me, my parents, you, Uncle Butch, and then I'm sure the girls could share a bed.
Yep.
Figure
Alright.
it
We
out.
could spread out.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
would
Just
be
keep
very
in mind
nice.
that they are converting them for DVC.
That's true.
So in the future, you had to get them through DVC.
Yeah.
But that, it's still going to
That
be
sounds lovely.
it's still a great idea.
Yeah.
So
Great job, Sophie.
yeah, I like that. I like that plan. I like
Alright
that plan
then.
a lot. So, if you planned it in such a way that you did organize a trip with a lot of your family and friends to all be at the same time, then you can even also farm out and have each one make a certain item for it. Like
right.
you do the turkey, Brenda does the green bean casserole,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sheila does the mashed potatoes,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
and it's on and on and on,
And someone does the pies.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could
So,
have a turquoise table kind of Thanksgiving. Did y'all read that book,
Okay.
The Turquoise Table?
uh-uh.
I
Wonderful.
did not.
It's about someone who opened her community, just made a big table out in the yard and welcomed her community to just share life.
Nice.
It's really nice. Sounds a lot like Sophie's
It does.
dream.
It sure does. All right. Well, it's my turn.
Yay.
And I'm kind of a little bit like Brenda, except I don't have to go watch the Cowboys game.
Yeah. We Texans, boy.
Growing up a Redskins fan, I have a lot of hard times of losing to the Cowboys.
Yeah, that's back when the Cowboys used to win. Yeah,
So
we'll watch
we'll watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade instead.
Yeah. But other than that part of it, I like to go to the parks. And I have my background being Main Street USA because it looks very festive and I like that picture. But I'm not going to the Magic Kingdom this year.
Oh.
I am going to Epcot and I am actually reliving the memory that Sophie is talking about of eating at Akershus because
Nice.
we went there. It was Cindy, Sophie, and I with Sheila and Randy and Jagan one year. And we specifically picked Akershus because we wanted to have Thanksgiving. And they were one of the restaurants that Walt Disney World was serving Thanksgiving dinner, and we were there on Thanksgiving. And everyone at the table ordered the Thanksgiving dinner except me.
Oh, wow.
Because when I eat at Akershus, I love the traditional kakachki, which is the meatballs. And it's basically like a Norwegian version of Swedish meatballs with lingonberries and a gravy and different vegetables on the side. And it is so good that I absolutely love it. And I get it almost every time I eat there.
Nice.
And we haven't been there in a long time because of COVID and closures and not being open and so forth. So I think we need to plan another trip to Norway for dinner one time. But that's digressing. But anyway, part of the aspect for me is going to Epcot is like going, as we all know, going to two parks in one.
Yeah.
You've got what used to be Future World, and you've got all the things you can do there. And we can take a trip on Soarin', and we can go on Spaceship Earth, and we can go to Guardians of the Galaxy. Hello, Cosmic Rewind.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All-time
Yes.
favorite ride of mine now at Epcot is that ride.
Me too.
I mean,
They
so
just
phenomenal.
won an award. It just
Yeah.
won some kind of award.
Yeah, and I don't remember what it is. People, find out what it was, put it in there, and we'll talk about it as past Cheddar.
Yep.
So because it didn't make our Cheddars, but anyway, so great attractions, Mission Space, all sorts of things to do in the previous Future World. I don't remember what the neighborhoods are called now, but anyway, and Journey to Moana, wanting to see that now, and just kind of stroll in the park. And then you get to the World Showcase, and obviously we're eating at Norway, so we're going to be in World Showcase, but there's Grand Fiesta Ride, and there's all the different attractions you can do. There's what's his name? Golly, my brain just frayed on me. In France.
Figment? Oh.
Oh. Remy's Ratatouille
Remy,
Adventure.
Thank you. There's Remy's to ride, and there's shows to see, and there's exhibitions. Now that it's the holiday season, Christmas is just around the corner. Every land in the World Showcase has their own interpretation of what Christmas is like.
Yeah.
So there's all sorts of things that you can enjoy that really get you into that mood, into that spirit of the holiday season, of Christmas and so forth.
Yes.
So for me, and this is where I come back to kind of like what Brenda was saying, For me, it's very much about just experiencing and being in the parks, and just, it's not about, I know I mentioned Guardians of the Galaxy and I mentioned Remy's and Soarin' and so forth, but it's not so much about riding those rides as much as it is experiencing and being with the people that kind of are of like mind as we are, that
Yeah.
want to just enjoy being with their families and just take it all in and kind of just soak it in, you know. That's
Yeah.
what it's about.
Yes,
So
indeed.
while Sophie and Cindy and Randy and Sheila and Jagan are eating Thanksgiving dinner, I will eat my traditional kachka and I will enjoy it.
That's
And
great.
As you should,
It
Daddy.
makes you happy.
it does make me happy. So, but that's kind of my day at Disney.
Love
So
it.
that's where
Sounds
I'm eating.
perfect.
That's what I'm doing. And but most of all, the three of us are very much, we are family,
Mm-hmm.
and we are very much of the like mind that it's all about being with your family, spending time with them,
Yes.
enjoying the fact that God gave you this family, and to celebrate the fact that they are your family. You know,
That's right.
Yeah.
that's what it comes down to. So,
Totally.
so
Amen to that, brother.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. And for everyone out there, we hope you all have an incredible Thanksgiving. We are very excited for our Thanksgivings, and we hope you're excited for your Thanksgiving as well. And we hope that it is full of great memories and great cheer and good food and everything that you hope it would be. We hope that it comes to you. So that's from us at On the Road with Mickey.
That's right.
All
Right.
right. So tell us in the comments or on our Facebook group, what does your Thanksgiving at Disney look like? That's what we want to know. I'm going to post the question in the group, and I hope I get 87 answers, or maybe
Nice.
95.
I
You
was
know
wondering
what?
how you settled on 87.
Let's just do 100 responses. Okay. I want
Nice.
100 answers. I want to spend all the next episode talking about nothing but listener feedback. Wouldn't
What
that
are
be
you?
awesome?
Oh,
But we
nice.
have such an exciting topic next
We
episode.
do. We do. And we're not even done with this episode.
No, we're
So,
not. In fact, let's keep going because I have some really interesting history that I want to share.
yeah.
Great.
So, we're looking at this day in Disney history for November 20th. So, Sophie, take it away.
All right, I'm taking us back to the ancient year of 1993, where the Academy of Television Arts and Sciences Hall of Fame Plaza, an outdoor exhibit featuring bronze busts of notable celebrities, opens at Disney MGM Studios. The Academy of Television Arts and Science Hall of Fame Plaza is actually an outdoor exhibit adjunct to the ATAS offices located at 5220 Lankershim Boulevard in North Hollywood, California. In 1992, a deal was signed with the Walt Disney Company arranging for a portion of the MGM studios at Walt Disney World to become the East Coast counterpart for this plaza.
Nice.
Neat.
Yes, unfortunately, it's not there anymore, so I can't tell you what it was really like because I unfortunately do not know.
Yeah. I don't know.
But
But
something I do know a little bit more about is that this very same day, 3 years later, Disney's The Hunchback of Notre Dame was also released in France, which
there
is
you go.
important to me. So there we go, I've said it.
Yep.
Very nice.
So, little bit of Mike trivia here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is the history of Mike. 1993 was the year before I moved to North Carolina.
Ah,
They're
Wow.
like, so what? But
So
anyway,
what? With if he hadn't moved to North Carolina, I wouldn't be here.
Exactly. That's why
right.
so much.
And
I wouldn't have
speaking of
met
that,
Cindy. Yeah.
my youngest son was born in 1993.
So there you go.
Wow.
A lot of happenings in 1993. A busy year.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. So there you go. All right. I have a
Dun, dun, dun.
good character, and I can't believe we haven't used this character before.
Time to
Mm.
stump the Soph.
I don't think I'll stump the Soph.
I don't think so.
I don't think it's possible most days.
Ooh,
But you got to think about
powers.
this character, Sophie. This is a clue within a clue.
Hmm.
You got to think about the two sides to this character. Okay? Side one. You ready?
Okay.
This character is angry, violent, selfish, and cold-hearted.
That's side one.
That's side one.
What's side two?
Well, clue two is that this character is stubborn and gruff and quick to anger.
Grumpy?
No. Side
Okay.
two of this character is that this character has an incredibly gentle nature toward animals.
Toward animals.
Uh-huh. And then later on, this character lets someone leave.
Mm,
Even though it meant that they might be stuck the way they are. It's tough, isn't it? I didn't think it was that tough. But of course, I know who it is when I'm filling these clues.
the Beast.
Exactly.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh. I didn't. That makes. I don't know why it took me so long. I guess it was the animal thing that was stumping me.
Yes, me too. Because I don't remember that particularly about him.
Well, if you think about it in the movie, there's, I think, a scene where
There is a
they're
scene where he's
outside.
feeding birds and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Yeah. And that, I think, is where they got that from.
That was a little twisty poo right there.
That was
because
twisty.
It was a twisty poo.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Now,
Very good, Sophie, as
good
always.
job. Now I got two bits of
You
Did You
rock.
Know? And they're kind of cool.
Yeah.
The first is the beast's appearance draws inspiration from the mane of a lion,
Mhm.
the head of a buffalo, the brow of a gorilla, the tusks of a wild boar, the legs and tail of a wolf, and the body of a bear. That kind of makes sense because the beast is not one specific. You can't
Yeah.
pigeonhole him into one animal type
That's right.
form. And then it says some of the sculptures seen in the castle in the movie are early concept versions of the beast. I'm like, that's pretty cool.
Huh.
I need
That's
to rewatch
pretty
the movie.
cool.
Wow.
Exactly. Just look for those,
Yeah.
But there you go, Sophie. The Beast from Beauty and the Beast. Good job.
Bravo, Sophie.
That was a
One
good.
final thing, Daddy.
Yeah.
This isn't something you'll find in your book, I believe.
I
But
don't
do
think-
you know that the Beast is one of the few Disney princes who has a name?
Yeah, I think I did, but you couldn't get me to remember what it is, though.
Me neither.
His name is commonly known as Prince Adam.
Oh. See, I don't think I'd heard that name. I thought I heard something else. But anyway.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Sophie.
Yay!
That was
Always a
good
great job.
clues. And now you get side 1 and side 2.
I do
Awesome.
get that now.
So, all right. Well,
good.
Brenda, it's time for a little bit of Walt.
Yep. We'll close with a little bit of Walt. The important thing is the family. If you can keep the family together, and that's the backbone of our whole business, catering to families, that's what we hope to do. Walt Disney. That's the backbone of my businesses as well. That's the whole reason we do what we do.
Exactly.
So we are right in line with Walt. No better place to be.
Exactly.
Yep.
Oh,
Great quote.
very
Walt
good.
Disney, the man.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that wraps us up for this week. Next week, we have what we think is going to be a really good episode. We are taking a look at the entire lineup of Christmas movies coming to Disney Plus, and we're going to rank our top 3 Christmas movies coming to Disney Plus. That is our feature topic next week. So get ready to get into the spirit of Christmas. That is, I'm so ready.
Me too. And I hope we get a lot of listener feedback, because I like to know what other people think too.
I do too. So
Yes.
that's our topic next week. Until then, we hope everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving, like we said before.
Mm-hmm.
Celebrate, enjoy the time with your families. Just
Count your blessings
count
too.
your blessings and give thanks for what's important, you know. Until next week, I'm Mike. She's Sophie. That's Brenda. And he's Grogu. And we will
See,
See
you
you
on
on
the
the
road.
road.
bye.
Bye.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.